Rock that.
Anime reaction videos can be really weird sometimes. Sometimes I see an anime reaction video get recommended to me on YouTube, and I just wonder, why is YouTube recommending me this? Because there's only ever really a few people that I watch for the reactions to some stuff, and even then it's not usually about anime, because I feel really weird about that, and because there's only really one YouTuber who I feel like does it correctly and does it the way that's, you're supposed to be doing it, that, doesn't go against copyright law. And that's by a YouTuber called Afro Senju. I believe that his anime reaction videos are actually very entertaining just because of the way that he structures the video, and also has an interesting enough personality that you tend to want to watch it for his reaction alone, not because of what he's reacting to specifically. I might show you a clip or two of a couple of reactions that he's done before in the past to a couple of other things that I just found genuinely entertaining, and I just found his reaction to be super interesting and super fun.
Oh, that was cool. That little that nigga ran off the cloak. Excuse me? Oh, this shit look good. Oh, come on. My nigga, excuse me. Who animated this shit, God?
And then you have other reaction channels that are just, bottom of the bargain bin, that are just terrible, that are just awful, and just don't do what you're supposed to be doing for these type of videos, because a lot of them are really focused on what they're reacting to. Sometimes it's Attack on Titan, sometimes it's My Hero Academia, sometimes it's Naruto Shippuden, just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's all about what they are reacting to. It's not about what the reaction to that particular episode is. It's not about, the specific event that happens in this one particular episode. It's not about the person's reaction in some of these videos. It's all about the stuff that they're reacting to, and the way that these people try to get around the copyright law as well is just egregious and really annoying, and I really hate seeing it. And the fact that they're able to get away with this makes me really annoyed. Like the way that some people do it that I've seen, and it seems like a lot of people seem to do it this way as well, is what they do is that they take the video file, they just download it from, some third-party website that doesn't support the official release whatsoever. They make it, small at the corner end of, one of the corners, right, depending on where they are, where their camera is angled at and where they're angled at, and which they are specifically in the video. And then they fade the video a little bit. They fade in the video file so you can't really see the whole thing, and it's not full. It doesn't have full clarity. So that way, the bot that picks up, copyright infringement doesn't immediately pick this up. And there are plenty of YouTubers that have done this before. One of which who was pretty egregious at doing it and reacting in such a terrible way that it was big enough that some of the mainstream people that I've seen before not really talk about this person, is Suzy Lu. Suzy Lu handled the situation in one of the most terrible ways that you could potentially do it. Not even potentially, just she handled it poorly. She went against copyright infringement. Her Patreon was all about her reaction to these episodes, and her reaction was just, she was reacting to the full episode and didn't really react to anything really besides a couple of things. She would say like a word or two and then wouldn't really say anything else for the rest of the video. And then she would also have a website where she would do the exact same thing, and you had to go through a paywall in order to get through this. And then rightfully so, when people called her on her bullshit, she went ahead and took down to people's videos by giving them a false copyright strike, because apparently her face is is copyright material, right? She has copyright over her face, which doesn't make any sense, because yes, it's true, that is your face. That doesn't mean that you've put copyright against people being allowed or not being allowed to use it. It's just a false copyright strike because someone gave you criticism for your structure of videos and the way that you're making your videos. And this is exactly the same thing that I'm doing here for a whole bunch of other reaction channels that are doing the exact same thing that people haven't been talking about, that are still going on to this very day. They go about, and their whole channel is focused on reacting to a specific part, not even a specific part, just the whole episode. And like I said, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, My Hero Academia, etc. And they just continue on acting like it never happened. Like this other person didn't get called out for the exact same thing that they've been doing for years at this point, especially Suzy Lu, because she even got acknowledged by YouTube herself by being in YouTube's Rewind last year, I believe, for 2019. It's really weird. I just find it just really off that people aren't, talking about this and aren't mentioning these other YouTube channels that are doing the exact same thing. It's really weird. It's just, the fact that they aren't supporting the official release, that they aren't supporting the people making the material that we all love and care about so deeply, just upsets me very dearly because, Team 4-Star, they have a parody series called Dragon Ball Z Abridged. A lot of people have heard about this, and some people have only seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged and haven't even seen the original Dragon Ball series, which, just depends on the person and the opportunities that they have in order to be able to see it. They always end off the beginning of their videos, stating that, yes, the video is a parody and that you need to go and support the official release, because if you're not supporting the official release, then the people who are making these episodes, who are making the anime and the material that we love to watch or read if you're reading the manga, they're not financially making a success off of this. And so because of that, they may end up being in a situation where they have to stop production of what they're doing. And especially so over in Japan, because Japanese animation studios can be unfair sometimes. I'm not going to really go into it, just know that it is unfair. Some people aren't getting enough sleep, they're not getting paid correctly. In some instances, there's a studio that gets burned to the ground by just some random guy. Rest in peace to the people from Kyoto Animations who did get affected by that. It's really messed up. It's really weird, and I just really hate seeing this stuff on YouTube, and I feel like that it needs to be addressed, and someone needs to do something about this, because it goes against copyright. They find a way to get past copyright by editing the video like the way they do, but the fact that no one's trying to do this and no one's trying to call them out for it just rubs me the wrong way, and I really wish that someone would do something about this. But no matter what I say, no matter what I do, it's not going to be handled, and I just have to shut my mouth for the rest of my days on YouTube, which aren't going to be very long because I don't have very many subscribers. But this is just something that's been bugging me for a long time, and even more so after Suzy Lu finally got called out for her bullshit. And I think she still continues to do it, and no one really mentions about her anymore because maybe she stopped taking out people's videos. But I don't know, it's all really weird. I wish someone would do something about it. It's really weird. I keep repeating myself. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. This was on my mind recently, and after checking out a couple of videos, that just to make sure to see what they're doing and make sure that they don't really go against copyright. Some of them are a little weird. You can't really say that they're completely going against copyright material or copyright law, and some of them are just doing exactly what I was saying that they were doing. They're going against copyright law. And then whereas you have someone like AfroSense who actually stays within the guidelines of copyright law, and has videos that are fair use because of the way that he structures his videos. I don't know. Maybe nothing's gonna come from it. I just really wanted to say something just because it's been bugging me for a long time, like I said, and I don't want to keep the video longer than it needs to be, so I'll go ahead and wrap it up. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike and tell me what I can do to improve. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.